We're live?
We're live. Guess what? 10 years in business. Congratulations.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
We survived. We did it.
Evolutionary Healer is now officially 10 years old. And what a lovely group to start this at LinkedIn Live with around the world. It's people coming in from all over the world. So welcome, everybody. This is terrific. Linda?
Yes, absolutely. The High Vibe Live Conversations crew. And we just had John Chapelier on as our guest. So this was a great live that we just finished. And now we've jumped on to this live. So I'm just going to let everybody have a say, promote your businesses, whatever. We're so grateful. We've enjoyed each and every one of you, and so blessed to have you. Jenny, go first. She probably gets to hop off.
Please.
Head over in Sweden. It's a little late there.
Yes. Oh my goodness, Linda and Terry. Like, I will never find enough words to tell you just how much I love and appreciate you and what you truly mean to me. Like with Linda. Linda. Oh my goodness. I mean, how many times have you heard the word, thank you, Linda? Oh, sweetness. The phrase that keeps coming up for me is that you are the person in my life who helps me grow closer to myself and expand at the same time. And it's just true. Yes.
He knows that one.
Through every conversation that we have and the encouragement with my books and all the love and all the care that you put into time with me to truly see and listen and just validate me where I am every time. I appreciate you so much. And Terry, you cut through the bullshit. I'm sorry for using the word. Can I say it here?
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, I will reach out to you, and you just like you hear what I'm not saying. So
Thank
you just
so
like
much.
go straight to the point.
We know you got kids to put to bed, and I have a lot more to say, and we have a lot more people. So
Everybody
love
gets about a
you. Thank
minute.
you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Well, I could keep going, but yes, I will go
good.
keep my lovely.
All right, so click out of this video because the next person's here.
I will.
Jenny, love you. All right, Shell.
Unmute myself over here. Oh my gosh. I can only echo the sentiments that Jenny just shared. It's been such an honor, and I'm so grateful to have been able to continue working with both of you. Linda, as you know, like my healing process, my journey changed so much from our very first like one-on-one conversation. And I didn't even know that was possible based on the group conversations that we were having before that. And so it really like took it even a step further when we had that first like one-on-one conversation with no expectations. I had no like even thoughts of where it could possibly take me. I didn't know that I had a book in me at that particular moment. Certainly didn't know that was going to come out of me on that day. And the rest is kind of just writing itself. And it's just been such a beautiful process. Terry, the marketing genius that you bring to the table when we have conversations, it just is so powerful. And so I thank you so much for like being that sounding board when we're looking for the right words to say what we want to say. And I'm so grateful to have been part of your journey as well.
Thanks, Shell. And we're going to do some stuff here in the future, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So keep watching for both of us live.
She's got
Thanks for
tomorrow.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, Dorit, way over in Norway.
Hi. Oh my goodness. My life changed so much after meeting you guys. You've managed to pull 2 books out of me. And I'm so grateful for both of you, Linda, for wrestling them out of me in a mysterious way because I didn't know where they were hiding, and Terry for reading the books and giving your professional feedback on countless hours of how does this sound.
Right?
So,
Hey,
so
Terry.
yeah,
Tiebreaker.
absolutely.
Thank you.
So I'm so grateful for you guys, and you meant the world to me and my healing process and my business and everything. So all the best for the next 10 years for you guys. Love you.
Thanks, Stuart.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thanks for stopping.
Stina.
Dina Marie, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. So I was thinking that when you're a kid, your parents they seem accidental to you, like who you end up with. And then as an adult, you get to go out into the world and pick your own. And in so many ways, you guys have been like the parents that I got to pick to bring into my life and to parent me and to parent my children and to parent my business, and have made such an impact on the way that I am able to communicate and the way that I'm able to think, and just are like you're just your own like set of ever evolving encyclopedias to reference and to gain knowledge and wisdom from. And I am forever grateful for all of the ways that you bring that into my life. And I'm really excited to see you in a couple of days.
For a whole week, we're going to party out. All right, see you soon.
Thank you, love.
Thank you.
See you soon.
John Chapelier is in the house.
Yeah. You might want to let those guys that he knows on too at the same time. Let's just do a quick. Okay. Go ahead, John.
So go ahead, John.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt Linda's speaking, but she's always speaking. So I I'm sorry.
You got me back.
Absolutely. I mean, it's. I said this to Linda about a week ago. I said I feel like you're my spiritual masseuse. It's this sort of process of kneading the dough, as it were, to turn it into something usable. And I've talked to Terry about this too. This sort of combination of having built up a number of companies and then had them, most of them, very successful and sold them. And then this last couple of years since COVID, everything has just sort of dried up and died off. And it has affected me more than I thought until I started talking with you all. And all of a sudden, a sense of, or maybe it's a restoration project that I didn't even know I needed to have. But I feel much more restored, supported, nurtured, and guided along the path. I mean, Terry's, well, let's just jump on a video and we get on and just chat back and forth. It's like, daggone, who does this kind of stuff, And then Linda's on and she's like, well, I'll just rewrite your website. It's like, what? You're gonna do what? Okay. The next day is like, okay, I reread it. Let me read it to you. It's like, so I'm just not, you guys have just been amazing in the way in which you've just sort of picked this glop on the side of the road up and sort of turned him back into the person that he always thought he could be.
Aww.
And I feel very blessed. I mean, I haven't known you guys that long. I mean, Terry and I got to know each other through the
absolutely. You and I are
thought leaders.
You and I are thought leaders together and doing some different things. And now you and I are putting some projects together.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, thank you, John.
No. I'm really grateful to be a part of this. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Okay, bye-bye, John.
Bye-bye. And look who's here.
Mahan Tabakoli, ladies and gentlemen. Mahan, welcome. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Great to see you, Terry and Linda. It's Linda. Terry has said so much about you that his love comes across all the time. So I feel like I know you through this. And part of what makes him so special is he's such a generous person, generous spirit. We met right after the pandemic in Bill and Peter's group. And every single time Terry has a gem of a thought or a smile or the engagement in LinkedIn or the suggestions or the kind words, he's one of those people that helps elevate others, and he says the same thing about you, and you elevate him. So really happy that you're celebrating 10 years, and honored to be part of your celebration.
Oh,
Thanks so much,
you.
Mahan. You know, we've had some fabulous conversations over and above our Tuesday crew. That's what we call it. We have a bunch of thought leaders every Tuesday meet for an hour, and it can be anywhere from 3 or 4 people to 25, 30 people. So it's been a really fun ride, and I look forward to more collaborations with you, my friend, and going forward. So thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
That's to another 10 plus years for you and Linda in this business. Congratulations.
Sounds
Thanks
like
a lot.
plan. Thank you.
Thanks for stopping in. The Willis Turner from Vancouver area of Canada. Yes.
Nice
Willis,
to meet you.
thank you for stopping in. I'm very honored that you did.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, Linda and Terry. And I just want to say how much I appreciate the connection. Well, I guess we go almost diagonally across North America to find you. But, you know, your impact has been global for us. We found each other kind of somewhat serendipitously, I believe, through LinkedIn, but the timing was really cool because it was just the beginning of the pandemic, and we were trying to figure out for our Sales and Marketing Executives International audience, which is where I'm the CEO for the past 22 years. We have a worldwide membership. And of course, the pandemic really shut down a lot of our traditional channels of communication, getting together in person at conferences and meetings and events. And a lot of our members are sales and marketing professionals, and they still need to communicate with their customers. And so it was a great time for you to come on with us and share in a video meeting for our members just some of the techniques of communicating, the verbal and nonverbal skills that we need to communicate over video meetings. So that was pretty cool, all the way from, you know, how you present yourself professionally on video to your body language and how you pay attention. And I really think that the number one thing that comes through, Terry, is your empathy. And I believe that empathy is the new currency in relationships. I mean, it's always been there, but we've kind of tamped it down, haven't we, over the years, and just gotten busy commercially and transactionally. But empathy is something that we need to really uncover and reskill that for all of us. And I think that's one of the currencies that really came through really strong. And others have mentioned your generosity.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. Thank you.
Really nice too is the generosity and how you've given to our community of sales and marketing professionals all over the globe. Your impact and your influence has really been tremendous. Just from that meeting that we had and the continued relationship that we have. So I really appreciate you, Terry, and thank you very much. And nice to meet you too, Linda.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
I want to plug SMEI, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are watching live and watching this on recording. Sales and Marketing Executives International is an incredible association. It's global, and you really need to look into it. 100,000+ members. I could go on. And thank you for our connection. This has been just fun, and I look forward to more personally between you and I, and maybe doing some more stuff with SMEI. So thanks for stopping in, Willis. I appreciate you.
You're very welcome. Take care. And congratulations.
Thank you. And there's
long time friend, ladies and gentlemen.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
It's so good to see you. I feel like we were just, we met at the creation of each other's businesses, right?
We did.
Absolutely.
Because we got married. What are we going to do now, right?
I know. It's amazing. I feel like even though we haven't seen each other in person in so many years, I feel like we've stayed connected.
Yeah.
And just witnessed each other's growth, like even if it's online or messaging here or there or whatever. But I just, when I was it's so funny. I was trying to think of like what us knowing each other, and it's just has brought, and it's just really an honest sort of inner richness of exchanges that I feel I've, just experienced with both of you. And early on, I just remember even getting together to attend business events together and just like discovering how to do it all, right?
Right?
So, I just
never. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
So and then I was trying to remember this morning on my walk. I was like, now what is it that I really got when I did this? I can't even remember what to call it that we did together, where you actually did
process. The CR process, it's up in the corner there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I couldn't remember the name of it, and I'm like, then what is it that I got of it? And I was like, I think they got rid of it for me. Whatever was in the way, because I just eradicated it.
Yes, right?
Yeah, but it's just a joy to see you both and to celebrate and honor all that you're doing globally and for people and with people. That's the truth. It's just really beautiful, and huge congratulations to you both for this 10 years of growth and expansion. And you look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
It's always nice to hear.
Thank you very much. So do you, my dear. So
nice
do you.
To see you. It's
we were all young when this started. Now we're kind of pushing it. That's okay. We're still here.
Totally okay. Yeah, you are, for real, for sure, for long too.
Yeah.
Well, give your little sweetie girl, who's not little anymore.
Big sweetie girl. I just saw her.
Graduated sweetie girl.
She's 19. But that's another thing. I feel like you guys have witnessed her growth, like even little when you met her.
She was.
She was. She's just a little nothing.
Thank you.
Lots of fun. So blessings to you. Thank you for stopping.
Blessings to you too. Yeah.
There she is. Oh my God. What are you rebooting over there? Debbie Mateos.
Hi, how are you guys doing? I'm so excited to be here. I
Nice
miss
to
you
see
guys
you.
so much. I think it's about 2.5 years that I haven't really spoken to you guys.
Yeah, we had internet COVID with you, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to say congratulations on your 10-year, I think it's anniversary, right?
Yes, thank you. Business anniversary.
Yeah, business anniversary. That's right. And you guys look amazing.
Thank you.
I've been following you in and out while I'm doing my thing and you're doing your thing. And I'm so excited to see that you guys are still helping people just like me get their books out there, get their businesses out there. Yeah. So,
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to tell Linda and you, of course, Terry, but Linda really helped me. I was thinking about it when I got the invite for this, and I was like, I said, what did Linda really help me with, and Terry? And you know what? I had this dream, and it was just a dream. And then when you guys, I might cry. when it was just a dream, it was just like a little baby that I was thinking of. And then you guys came along and boom, it became reality. And oh shoosh, I didn't expect this. Sorry.
Let me interject while you're crying. So Demi has we took her trauma drama story and then we added in recipes from all the women. Her trauma story was losing her mom, so the women in her life mostly. There it is. And we have color pictures in that one even.
Yes, we do. Yep. And Linda went crazy with that.
There's a cookbook with a trauma story. It's like my clients, because Jimmy ended up not even being the only one who did that, which is like fascinating how somebody came in and Melissa. Oh my gosh. So it's good.
Yeah. And so just getting my books out, and it wasn't just about the book for me. It was more about getting my story out and of what I've been through and how I move forward with that. And, I remember just starting out and Linda trying to explain to me that, life doesn't have to be perfect and you don't have to have everything the way you want it in the book. And I remember fighting her on every little thing.
Yeah, you have the newbie wind about you.
Right, but I learned a lot from that. And it was just the process of doing all that and getting through that actually brought me where I am today. I moved forward, taking that trauma and trying to learn from it and go and get through it, because it was very hard to, my story is actually to try to lose the weight, and then finding out that the weight really didn't have to do with food. It had to do with emotions and food. And so, dealing with that trauma and getting through it and working through it was the hardest part. And I'm still doing that, actually. But I also am back in school. I'm taking SAFM courses to try to get certified with the American, what is it called? I forgot what it's called exactly. It's AFMC certified. And it takes about 3 years, but it might take 5 years. We'll see how long that's going to take.
Gut health you're talking about.
Say that again?
Don't know the acronyms, but it's about gut health.
Oh, no. It comes from gut health, but it actually stems through everything. It's not just gut health. It's actually the whole person. So it has to do with your gut, but also what you're putting in your mind and how you're, pushing down all of those feelings that you don't want to deal with.
Right.
You're going to have to at some point, because they do get you sick and they do bring on disease. So just learning all these things is going to make me a better coach in the end.
Nice.
And of course, a better mom. I don't know if you've seen my little baby.
Oh my gosh, you're little nothing.
My little 18-year-old now. Did you see that?
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Terry's always been there too. And I think both of you make such a great power couple, I would say, that help all of your clients. The truth is that you kind of just like whatever one doesn't have, the other one has, and it really helps. It really works. So I want to congratulate you on your 10-year anniversary. I can't wait to see you guys soon again so we can finish that book. I know I'm almost there.
Yeah, that'll be good.
We'll be there.
Right.
Soon. Yeah.
Thank you, Demi.
Thanks, Demi.
Thanks for stopping.
Bye. Seeing you. Bye.
Now, you can't have a global gig without New York representatives. And now we have New York in the house. Todd Churches, thank you.
Live from New York. It's, what is today? Thursday afternoon or whatever today is. So,
right on.
Yes. Well, happy anniversary. Nice to meet you, Linda. We haven't met before.
Thank you, Todd.
And Terry, a question I've wanted to ask you. What are you doing?
Good one.
Celebrating your 10-year anniversary. Congratulations.
Yeah, this is the time slot for what are you doing for 3 years? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
We've known each other that whole time. So that has been very, very cool. I know my first recording for What Are You Doing series every Thursday was like the second week or so of our Tuesday World Thought Leaders Tuesday crew. And that's where I met you. And we've got this great relationship going. You and a number of other people, that's a great group of people. And some of the fun stuff that we've done has just been incredible.
Yeah, we connected back in either March or April of 2020. And here we're still going. Not every week anymore, now every other week. But Peter Winnick's group, and it's an amazing group we really support each other on social media in addition to our weekly meetings. And also Lucy's sitting on my lap. She wanted to wish you a happy.
Hi, Lucy.
Our tech rep's sitting in about 5 feet away.
Yeah, she's sleeping. We'll leave her sleeping.
Yeah. She's a real lap dog, so she's sitting on my lap right now. So.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, we had 2 Shih Tzus way back when we started this.
Almost
a year
at the beginning.
After we started the business. Yeah.
So,
down to 1.
and Lucy has a sister, Rosie, who's eating a roll of paper towels right now.
Oh, so you have 2. Got it. So what are you up to, Todd? What's like your next biggest?
I teach leadership at NYU in Columbia. My Columbia class ended a couple of months ago. My NYU class just ended last week, so I just finished doing final grades and submitted it. And now I have a little bit of a break until September. with teaching, because the fall semester and the spring semester you only have like 3 weeks or 4 weeks before you start again. So now it's nice to have a little breathing room. So now focusing mainly on just catching up on things, and I'd like to do a lot of reading over the summer. That's one of my plans. I read an average of 1 business book a week. I've been doing that for 20.
He's one of those.
23 years. Yeah. So
Wow.
Terry and I, we're in the same book, Winning the War for Talent. That was one of our projects we worked on together. So that was nice to be in that book together.
Yeah, and you had as a professor in post high school, you had to go through all of the COVID ways of teaching.
Yeah.
Going to corporate events and have to do it remote, and some of the face-to-face exercises. Those were all pretty pertinent, and you got through all that. Very cool the way you did that.
Yeah.
My classes are highly interactive and experiential. So in the spring of 2020, we literally had 24 hours notice to go from in person to online, and I had been on Zoom a couple of times, but not taught. So I had to quickly figure out how to use the chat box, how do you use breakout rooms effectively. So how do you recreate that experience virtually? So each has its pros and cons, but so now I've been back in the classroom the last 2 semesters, which is nice. Although we're still wearing masks. So you're talking for 3 hours wearing a mask, and all your students are wearing masks. So it's just part of the package, but at least it's nice to be back in person again.
It would be, I'm sure. Yeah, Chris and Con are here now, so let them on.
Christopher Salem. I don't know if you know Chris Salem, but you certainly know Con Papadopoulos. So
yes.
We'll be on here in just a minute. Thanks, Todd, for coming in, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, Terry. Thanks, Linda. Happy anniversary.
Here's my friend Chris Salem.
Hey, Terry. And by the way, Todd and I know each other real well. So Todd's.
I thought you did. Yeah. Yes. I left him on there for a minute so he could hear it. So thanks for stopping in, my friend.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to be here. I just happened to finish up my show about 1:00. So this was perfect timing.
Yeah. You have the camera warmed up, ready to go.
It's warmed up. Yeah. When we went from Zoom to here. Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah, I was on a live and then jumped on this live with the people who were on the first live with me.
Chris and I are also COVID friends. We connected via mutual friend Meredith Bell. Actually. And that was a couple of years ago, and we've been connected ever since. And who knows when the opportunity knocks for us to do our next thing,
Absolutely.
And, I've enjoyed it. You're a great person, and you put out great content, and I enjoy your show. So thanks for stopping in. And you've done my show. You've done the What's That?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You've been on you've been on my show. I've been on your show, and that's what it's all about. Terry and Linda. It's about not only collaboration, but the ability to be transparent, authentic, genuine, vulnerable, and even in business. And and I feel that's where the most growth happens. And when you can just put out that unbiased content from experience and let people decide what that means to them, to go from there.
Yeah, I love it.
Absolutely. And both of us put some really nice guests on that have different perspectives, and it's entertaining, but it's very informative, and relative to what's going on in the world today. So I like that synergy we have, and I'm glad we're going to continue it.
Yeah.
Count on it. Count on it.
You guys have been such a lifesaver. That was such a great group for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, COVID. Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just going to go ahead and talk if you want.
Yeah, Con's waiting. We're good.
No, I like I said, COVID, when we met, Terry, it was just like, I think a blessing in disguise. Again, we were restricted on, we couldn't go into organizations and everything was by Zoom. But, I had this opportunity, and I'm sure, you did, all of us did, to meet people that we would have maybe never had a chance to meet, because if we were traveling around and, you're always in different places, you know, you wouldn't be meeting a lot of new people. At least I know that was the fact prior to COVID, and for me, it was a blessing in disguise. I mean, for me,
yeah, there was more time to really connect with people. You know, all that traveling, you know, the car transportation time, even.
And when you're doing conferences, you know, you have some face to face, but you only have the conference. Now, when we're out here and we get these interconnections, and now we have two networks that are joining in the LinkedIn world and other social media. So, you know, you get a grander exposure, and that has been quite interesting as well as rewarding.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's just led to so many great things, and, you know, sharing, you know, content that we talked about, other collaborations, and just, again, things to help other people in their businesses move along. So I love the, you know, the result of now living in this hybrid world of, you know, virtual and in person, and knowing that you can pick and choose and find what best works for that situation.
Right on. Right on.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for stopping in, my friend.
Oh, my pleasure. It's great to see both of you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping. Bye-bye.
Hey.
Bye.
Con Apostopoulos is in the house.
Whoa, what a treat. What a treat. I get 2 for 1. I get 2 for 1 today.
We had a Greek in New Jersey just on. Demi Mateos was just on.
Greeks in New Jersey? That would never happen.
No? Oh, you'd be surprised.
I love it. Welcome, Con. This is, this is a treat to have you on, and you know, we've talked many times. Part of the Tuesday crew as well, and thank you for taking some time to stop by. We appreciate you.
Well, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, Terry and Linda, and congratulations on a decade of making a difference. And congratulations to you guys. You've made such an impact. I know for me personally, just getting to know you guys and the influence that you've had on me, my work, my direction that I'm going, and I can only imagine how many people that you guys have touched in those 10 years and even before then, in their lives, and how much better this world is because of you two.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That is so nice. Thank you so much.
You did nail it with him. Like, people called him Doc in high school. They just go to him for, you know, he's always been the mentor almost. So yeah.
You know, I keep saying it, you know, the 2 most important days in our life are the day we come into this world and the day we figure out why. He just happened to figure it out earlier than all of us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All
that
over
is
that.
so good.
So I was waiting in the background, and then I heard our good friend Todd Churches say, you know, about pros and cons, and I thought he was saying pros named cons. So I was like perking up, ready to go, and that. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take it any which way.
I love it. I love it.
That's awesome. What are you up to these days, Con?
Well, you actually caught me at a good time, because today we have graduation for about 65 emerging leaders that came out of a program that I delivered for a client, and we are graduating. We've spent the last several months going through a lot of wonderful knowledge, skills, experience, a discussion about leadership and leadership in real world terms. And that's a big part of where I've been spending and dedicating my time the last several years. It's all come together, and it's all about helping my clients, helping organizations really develop a pipeline of ready leadership talent. Because in the discussions that I have with them, most companies have wonderful business plans. I mean, Terry, you've helped craft many of them yourself. And you look at a lot of that and say, okay, that's a wonderful plan. Now who's going to make it real? And if you look around and you don't have the leaders to make it happen in your organization, then your business plan isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Right on.
For sure.
Yeah, so that's where we have the opportunity to come on in and work with people. And sometimes that means we facilitate discussions and real world examples. Sometimes that means coaching emerging and senior leaders. And sometimes that means putting on workshops so we develop their skills and their abilities. And sometimes, you know what? It's just watching them, observing, and helping them, mentoring them along so they can become the best versions of themselves.
Ooh, I like that. Right?
Perfect. Right
so it's
on.
all about energy of the new world. Who are you? Do you even know? Get you there.
And you get to your place in Greece. It's a beautiful place. I've seen some of the photos and stuff like that. And And it's a beautiful place. We look forward to getting out there one of these times. And
well, you know, the two of you have an open invitation.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we got this world tours coming along because we were like, yeah, we'd love to go to France. And then Jenny, who's in my High Vibe Conversations lives, she's like, well, if you go to France, you're so close to me, and then Dorot's right next door at Norway.
And then like, Norway.
Oh, here we go.
I'm telling you, you need to take the show on the road. It's time.
And it's Rome. If I'm getting close enough to Rome, I might as well flip over the Adriatic and stop in, right?
You're a ferry ride away, my friend. You're a ferry ride away.
There we go. Ferry ride away.
Ferry ride,
Dora would say that.
Literally
from
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, the part of Greece that I'm from, it looks, I grew up on a big port town on the West Coast, the place where we are with my wife, where we're going to be kind of building our next, our home in Greece. And when we're not in the States, is basically on an island off of that West Coast. So it's between Italy and Greece.
Oh, okay.
Imagine a beautiful Greek island with the kind of landscape that you see in Tuscany. It doesn't get much better than that.
I love Tuscany.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I am there. Thank you so much. Good to have you here, my friend.
Nice.
Likewise. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Blessings.
Bye-bye.
Denise Costa.
Hello.
How are ya? Where are ya? Mexico?
No, I'm in California.
No, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Congratulations on 10 years.
Thank you.
This is such an impressive milestone to witness.
Right?
Yeah, I was just telling another mentor of mine how it's been 10 years and we were having this event today, and how amazing it has been to one, be part of the growth and also witness so much, just healing come out of this whole project with, repetitive behavior cellular regression that we've gone on over the last 10 years together, and how profound it's been. It's been just such a journey of power, unearthing power.
Denise is one of our practitioners, so she's gone through the process herself, and we have too.
We were at that mom and pop company when we first met you at an event, and it was one of those energetic things. We knew we were getting together, didn't know why.
He saw you and he's like, that is my daughter. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, she still is my daughter. So
yes, I am.
I got a lot of kids, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Well, I jumped on to see Stina, and whatever Stina was saying about, adopted parents, I was like, that's it right there. Right? It's like the chosen parents, and just the amount of care and love and mentorship that you give us is there's no amount of money that can compensate that.
Thank
you. For sure. Yeah. You've been with us for so long, and we look forward to many years more.
Yeah, for sure.
And doing some events and those kinds of things in the future when we get this COVID simmered down a little bit, and we just see where we go. It's been a great journey so far. You've been in Europe, you've been all over in your work, and it's been a delight to be with you on your journey, and you with us.
So, absolutely.
And CR has taken us everywhere in the world, from Thailand to the UK to Russia to Argentina. I mean, we've done sessions with people all over the world, and I think that to see that our reach, we're a small, mighty team.
We are. I love that part too.
Yeah.
It's 6 continents, 17 countries, 6 languages, 27 U.S. states. We've done well in 10 years.
Yeah. The best part, when people get done with the process, they're like, oh, I just want other people to feel like this. And that was you, wasn't it? Like, that's why you wanted to learn. And thank you so much for the work you're doing with the CR process and getting out there. Our green room just filled up. So we're going to say Thanks, and bye-bye. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
I love you guys.
Bye. Now I have a special person here in the house coming from Nigeria. This is late evening. Blessings to you, Ayudiji Olatunji. Thank you so much for stopping in, my friend.
Hello.
Thank you so much to Ambassador Terry. Thank you so much to Linda for taking good care of him. I'm delighted to be here, and I'm indeed excited to be associated with this wonderful couple. It's a great privilege.
Oh, thank you very much. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we are a global company, and we have clients and executives, mentees all over the world. And it's a delight to see the sparkle come in their eyes and have them go out and do great things. And you're one of those that's doing great things, and it's going to do even more great things.
Great things in Nigeria.
And I'm excited to watch you on your journey, my young friend.
You're popping. Good job.
Thank you so much, and also appreciate. I mean, we've been on this journey together. As a mentor to me over a year ago, and there have been so much tremendous progress. I thank God that our path crossed. I appreciate, and I'm always excited the day we met. I mean, right from the first day up to this present moment. I recall initially when we met. I mean, every week I had to put myself on the tools to ensure that I exceed my previous week performances. Even when I had projects that cut across 33 African countries in the institution I find myself. Ambassador Terry has been so helpful, very diligent, very pictorial. I mean, his attention to details is top notch, and I appreciate his contribution towards that. And also to say that its immense contribution has helped me grow a lot in my organization. I mean, there has been so much speedy growth for me. And most times when I say it, he always said, in his humility, said, "Oh, we can do more." But I think it's a good way to also have you, and I appreciate this, Ambassador Terry.
Lots of ideas in that brain.
Thank you so much for stopping in. I know it's time for you to get home, and I appreciate you staying a little late at work to be here for me. Thank you, and we'll talk soon.
Bye.
Thank you very much too. Bye, Lydia. Bye.
Bye. Who's next?
I'm excited.
Mary, where have you been
I am excited. I got my Florida girl here. We got Florida in the house.
Florida is in the house.
All right.
Hello, my dear friend,
California with D&E's, our other practitioner. Now we got Florida.
Well, I was going to say, the last person that you just had on, where was he from? What country?
Nigeria. He's one of Terry's mentees. Yeah.
That's so exciting. You've had people on from all over the world, huh?
Already, we've had Sweden and
3 continents so far.
So far on the show today.
Yeah, Sweden, Norway, Canada, Nigeria, then New York. It's its own
almost
capital.
Mexico, but Deanie's
almost
back
Mexico, but she
now.
came up to talk to us. I guess where there's better internet. I don't know.
Right?
But I think you know D&E, so she's all over the place.
Yes, anyway. I do.
Wonderful to see you. You know, our journey together thus far is quite lovely, and I'm so glad you were able to get on today.
Thank you. I was looking back over the the years that have gone by. We started working together back in May of 2013. I couldn't believe it. I went back and looked at my emails, and it just brought back such wonderful memories of the very early stages of
for sure. Yeah.
And and we began working together back then, and on the technical side, and then actually in August of 2013, you invited me to be a guest on your One World event. And I spoke on social media and world peace. And that was, it was such an exciting topic for me to talk about at the time. And it's hard to believe it was back in 2013. I mean,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
that's a long time ago.
Yep. And you were one of the like 60 women I interviewed. And so there were
Yes, I
16
was one of those.
I asked to be in the book. Yeah. We
Yes,
are one
and
woman and we do shine.
Your Stuck series or something.
Yes.
Yes.
You were in my summit, and then that turned into the compilation book and the individual book on social media. Yeah.
So
And I think
congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I think
We miss you.
2015, you were in our first master class.
Yes,
as a
I
master
did.
practitioner.
I put a note down. Yeah, and in 2015, I decided to go through your training, and you know, it was very exciting to be a part of that, and you know, to see everything evolve.
Yes.
From the very early beginning, you know, and
yeah. Yeah, we were always so surprised that, you know, everything was so connected, and we just always let the process teach us. We never decided this means this and stuff like that. So wow. And it has so many people with, you know, just letting it come in and completely staying out of ego, and it's been so beautiful.
Right.
Well, you know, you got both the left brain, right brain going on there, you know.
Right.
Absolutely.
We get that
as this team.
Yeah.
So
thank you so much for stopping in,
you.
Kathy. That was just very
great.
heartfelt that you did.
Yeah, thanks for
happy to see you guys.
Okay. Bye.
You take care. Bye.
Yeah, you too. Say hug the grandkids.
Now I have a face, and there he is, a friend and a mentee from India, living in the United States now, not that far from us. In fact, we've had lunch a couple of times. So yeah, nice that you stopped in, Deepak. Thank you.
Thank you, His Highness Ambassador Terry and Linda, for the invitation.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You've got some really cool stuff going on, don't you?
I do, but all under the thoughtful wisdom of His Highness.
Your Highness.
Thank you, Deepak. You know, ladies and gentlemen, he's got a STEM project that's being in its final development, that's going to be put into school systems in America, starting with one a few hours away from me, and it's a delightful thing because we need a lot more of it. We need a lot more scientists and mathematicians and engineers, you know, and it's okay to get out of high school with that kind of a background and go in the technical fields. A college degree is just not that important anymore unless you want it, you know.
Yes, sir.
I haven't worked in my degree in 40 years, you know, so it's nice to have, but you know, what you're doing is just a wonderful thing, and I'm glad to be part of it.
Thank you, sir. I'm being blessed. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's fun I can't hear you when you guys are talking, but I can hear him, and it just like it tickles me because I know you guys really have a beautiful relationship.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Yes. Well, Deepak, thank you so much for stopping in. It was heartfelt, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
There's a radio personality in the house.
Radio, over.
Mr. Firewood, welcome.
Where have
Hey
you
there,
been?
Terry and Linda. Congratulations on your anniversary, and very honored to be here to help you celebrate it.
Thank you, my friend. Thank
Listen
you.
to that radio voice.
Yeah, with that radio voice. You know, he's definitely has a radio voice and his background in radio and stuff. And Steve and I have met through mutual people online. And we've both been guests on each other's show, and that's been fun. And now we've got this following for each other. You know, we're watching each other and following each other regularly. And you're a delight. The stuff you put out at Motivational Firewood is just very cool, my friend.
Very cool.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. And here's, you know what I appreciate the most about you two? We've only known each other for a few years.
Right.
You know your lane. You stay in your lane. You don't jump on these fads and these instantly expert in all these things. Like we keep seeing people leapfrogging and hopscotching their way around what you're an expert at. You know, to some people it might be boring, but what we do is we just keep sitting, growing in our own lane, look over our shoulder and go, okay, what did that teach me? And then we just keep bringing
Right.
moving forward. I love that about the two of you and about what I'm doing as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's spot on. There's only two ways to a situation can happen. It's either you learn from it or you learn from it, good or bad.
Right.
Doesn't matter. You learn something from it. And that's the key. Don't take the angst of what went wrong. You take the teaching and go forward, you know, and that's a lot about what you teach too at Motivational Firewood. And I think that's really valid to say for you. And we do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
We are in our lane. We know our niche. We know our market, and we stay there.
Yeah. What are you up to these days, Steve?
Getting back out there to in-person events, which is wonderful. As much as the last couple of years, I've grown in the virtual sense. To get back on a stage and connecting beyond that little tiny camera lens has been such a joy, and I've missed it. It made me realize how much I've missed live events so much. So doing that, of course, the Vision Board Mastery Program, and I've got a two-tiered coaching program that's being relaunched now that we're back out there in person.
Good. That's excellent. Happy for you, for sure. It's always good to play with you out online there. Likes and loves and insight, like bulbs on LinkedIn.
Some good stuff. Good stuff.
You're looking great. You've been doing a lot of health stuff and improving your lifestyle.
Well, you're very connected to your community too. And we've been talking about that for a couple of 3 years now, about, you know, you and your wife and getting out there cooking food for people and just doing all that wonderful heartfelt stuff, you know, and kudos to you, man. High respect. You're doing it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Beach Bum Philanthropy family, we just keep getting out there and we get inspired by people and we just do our best to give back and also educate about how not only helpful it is, but also how rewarding. And I can't imagine life without acts of kindness. Seriously.
Right on, my friend.
Random acts of kindness.
That's where it's
on random acts of kindness. So you got focused acts of kindness.
Yeah,
That's so cool. Thank you for your service to the world.
Thanks so much, my friend, for hopping in. I really appreciate you.
You're very welcome. Honored, and enjoy the rest of your tour of celebration here. And here's to the next 10 years.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Italy's in the house.
Italy.
Ciao, fratello.
Ciao,
fratello.
Ciao, fratello. Ciao, sorella. Ciao, you guys.
Ciao, something.
Oh, Dino and I have really joined in quite a journey. And
yes, Terry, let me say, and Linda, let me say, I'm so grateful to be here to celebrate your 10th anniversary in business. You're such a great people. You know, you are gatherer.
Gather.
Yes, and if that word rings any bell to you.
Look what made it to Italy, my love.
Words I walk with.
Words I walk with. And if you don't mind, I'm just going to read a couple of lines very quickly. I know that I have just 1 minute or two.
Actually, we're good. We don't have anybody in the green room right now. So
no, there's nobody in the green room. Have fun.
Beautiful. So let me read away.
Do.
Gathering the people. I'm a contributor and enjoy gathering the people of Mother Earth back together as one.
Aww.
Not one religion or one government, connected in the heart as human beings. Join me on the journey to inner peace and ultimately world peace. And I stop it at that. But these guys represent you very well with what you do, mostly because you do the way you are. So it's a wonderful presence on this platform for everybody that wants to find a space to talk to and also to meet other people, to learn about what other people are doing. And you always touch on very hot topics, at least hot topics to me. So guys, really, your 10th anniversary is well deserved. And so I'm grateful to you guys. And Fratello,
For those of you, yes, that's a universal word in indigenous culture that means family. And that's beautiful, beautiful. You know, our journeys are quite intertwined as well. You know, I found out I was Native American at 46. You have Native American roots, even though you're Italian. And I'd like you to spend a minute, if you would,
tell us
talking
about
about your wonderful book and what's recently happened with your book is terrific.
So you see what you do. This is your moment, and yet you ask people to share what they do. So this is what I love about you guys.
That's part
this
of the
is
party.
what you do, guys.
Yeah,
So yes, there is a lot going on. So yes, the day before yesterday or yesterday, I forgot. I had this event promoting, presenting my book in Rome in a very nice library in the lanes of the center of Rome. Beautiful atmosphere. There was, you know, the little room was basically packed. There was a lot of people there. We had such a wonderful time. So the book is this: The Way of the Wind.
I love the title, Earth, Wind, and the Way of the Wind. Come on,
yes,
guys.
and this is the Italian version. La Via del Vento.
The Italian version. I love it.
Well, I'm just so excited, you know, when you told me that day a couple 3 months ago that you were working on getting it put out in Italian. That is so wonderful, because you have a wonderful book. This thing, if it wasn't for COVID, I know it would be a bestseller. And it could be a bestseller in Italy. I don't know, but it is an amazing story of realizing your bloodline and what it means to you and what it has meant to your mother. It's been just incredible story. And
thank you.
Thank you
so much.
We've known each other for 100,000 years, because I'm not sure how we met in the first place, but we were one of those, ladies and gentlemen, where you become instant friends. And then within 1 or 2 times of talking to each other, we're twin brothers of different mothers. You know? And it has been just a blessing to know you and to journey with you. And I am just honored to have you on this journey with us.
Absolutely.
Same here. Absolutely same here. Linda and Terry, you're just wonderful people. You deserve all the success that you have and more. And so happy celebration of this 10th anniversary. And I really hope to see you more and more on the platform. And, you know, just have a great day and a great evening, great celebration to you and all the friends.
Thank you, my dear Fratello. Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Thank you, Dino. Bye.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a little break here, and between runs, we'll see how this progresses. But this has been an amazing 10 years. You know, like the description says, we were it in the beginning. We weren't sure who we were or what we were. We just knew that we had something, and we get to figure it out. And earlier, Francois Everett was very early on part of that. Mm-hmm. And this mom and pop operation started out as 2 people coaching health and wellness professionals in their businesses. Because of my business background and Linda's health background and special education, we found very quickly that we had an audience and that we could do something with it. And here it is, like a year later, and our coach, who was a very high-end coach, we went to very high-end coaches to get the best, and she says, "Okay, you've told me what you do. This is not rocket science. It's not woo-woo. Why aren't you teaching it?"
Yeah.
And Linda and I literally looked at each other and said, "Well, why aren't we?" And so we started putting together a teaching package, and we had some people stop in. D&E's was in class 2 or class 3, and Kathy, I think, was in class 2. And we never looked back. You know, those days, we have our like 5th or 6th website now. I mean, there has been a lot of things going on that are both powerful and really a joy, because there's so many stories and stuff that we could do. You want to hop in here?
Well, we had relationship marketing early on, and really that torch was passed to us because the people that taught us that moved in with their coach and moved us in with her too. So yeah, and I feel so strongly about relationship marketing and building a relationship, and everything else just follows. So it's not about, hey, you want to buy my book? Hey, you want to sign up for this? Hey, give me your email address so I can blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it's about getting on the phone or getting even on a Zoom call. I love the phone, actually, and just chatting with people and touching base and connecting at that soul to soul level has been super important. Yeah, and people would go through the CR process, repetitive behavior, cellular regression, and just this, inner peace would just hit them. It was so beautiful to watch. And we would even send them to the bathroom to look in the mirror. It's like, go look at yourself, because they would look 10 years younger. The stress had left their faces, and for finally they're back to knowing who they really are. And that has been so powerful, because then they can make aligned decisions for themselves. And yeah, and then they wanted to do that for other people. And so we kept hearing that. And then when the coach said, why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you teaching it? We're like, yeah, we've basically been asked by lots of people to do that. One of the fascinating things for me was this is a process that Terry created, we further developed. And when we came across a gal, we took her through the process. And I said, my background is special education, so I can't diagnose or anything. You seem to have an awful lot of symptoms of PTSD. And she says, oh yeah, I have PTSD or had whatever. And she said, I was on medications for it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I told another gal that particular story, and she said, oh yeah, I've been diagnosed with complex PTSD. And it's like, okay. And then we took her through the process. So we didn't know someone had PTSD, took her through the process. And then someone who knew they had PTSD, in fact, complex PTSD, and took her through the process. And our clients don't trigger. That is the most fascinating thing for me. And it's the genius of Terry. He keeps them completely out of story, and he's just asking for the senses. What do you smell? What do you this? What do that? And move. He has a whole sequence process where it's question and answer. And so at first, our coaches were like trying to line us up with all of the woos of the world. And it's like, it's not woo-woo, it's question and answer. He's a profiler from Naval Recruiting, and it's a simple process. You need to get trained in it so you know how to use it. But yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, quite a journey, and as we've deep dived into this, because I lived it every day, 7 days a week, to further develop it together. And we've learned a lot, and how to put it into words.
Mm-hmm.
We actually connect the person with their eyes closed to an alternate neural pathway back to the back of the brain where the senses are located. And then we work forward. And this amnesic memory that we found in early childhood with our clients, we circumvent the protection device of the amnesia. Amnesia, again, is something that is protecting you from remembering something. Nothing's broke. You don't have a disease. There's no disorder. It's simply a protection device. And so we come in the back door, what we like to say, and it's literally true. And it took 3 years for me to train somebody good enough to get me back there, because I know all the tricks. I know all the questions. I know the sequence. So that was very difficult. It was impossible for Linda. She's too close to me. And so through this journey, when I went into this back door of the secret room, I was completely connected to the room, the smells, the feel. I could see the person. I mean, it was like unbelievable. I could hear her voice. like it was happening. It was truly an amazing thing. And all of this stuff that I don't remember as a little kid, earlier than 3 years old, I now have full access to. And that's just me. I mean, that story goes over and over and over again with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's just been a beautiful story. And we have.
Well, I was just saying, for accuracy, we had learned more later. So we thought we had gotten to your active block.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we learned a whole lot more later. And it was so great that Liz came along and was able to get both of us through our own.
Yeah.
So Vondette has joined us. Hello,
Vondette
Vondette.
Brinson is in the house. Here she comes. Hi, Vondette. Look at you.
Quite the journey.
My camera not working?
We can see
on a
you.
minute ago.
Fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see me? Okay.
Here. You can flip your camera a little bit so we see more of you.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, there you
It
are.
says it's using it. Okay.
Okay, we're
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Vondette, we ran into you at an event a million years ago.
Yeah, and
It's a long
actually it was
event.
in 2012. I think it was
Oh my
2012.
God.
Yeah, because I had my session with you in 2013, January 2013, my first one.
Wow.
In
Oh,
fact,
yeah.
I was looking over the notes that, the
You
journals that we did. Yes,
Oh,
I
you're
still have the
good.
journaling notes, my journaling notes.
Oh my goodness. Oh, your journal.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the fascinating thing that we put in, is to have you guys journal each day, not from your heads, just, what's coming up. Oh, those have been fascinating to
On an
read.
email at that, not even writing it out in a journal. You just type up what's going on, let it go, read it later, and then
It's an
do it
energy
again the
release,
next
really.
day. That's beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
So let's let you talk.
Yes. More.
Let me talk. What do I talk about?
Well,
Well,
if there's
like I say,
anything from your journal you want to share, or just how you felt going through the process, or whatever comes up for you right now.
actually, I just thought it was really interesting that you could watch and then you see little body flicks and movements and things, and you could, from that, you could tell or shift or change. Say, I got chemo brain, so I can't always get words out, but
Yeah, it's
but
like Mommy Bush brain.
yeah, but just to be able to know that if you're paying attention, you can know where a person is coming from or going to, or trying to reach that point that they need to make that shift. So
Yeah, it's been interesting, his profiling that he got, really figured out even more so through the CR process. He is the grandmaster. Whew, like head going right and head going left, and all those little tips really have been guideposts to help us to guide the client to what's actually been walled off. It's like, and we can keep it a sleeping dragon, which is the best part. And that deflection system has tried to trick us many a time. And yep, we've got it down. It's really special, isn't it?
yeah, because I think I had a lot of things going on with the toes twitching and things like that, because he looks at the
You
whole
did.
body. I did a lot of toe
Who
twitching stuff.
profiles your feet? Nobody, right? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it was caused by the original event, because as soon as we got there, your toes went right out, fully comfortable. Boom.
Yeah, it's like they literally stopped growing because you had that traumatic event, that one main thing that's been driving your life ever since, and bringing in other events. And that's really what complex PTSD is all about. That same energy from that walled off event is just bringing in more and more things that just really throw you into a major trigger, and boom, you got another PTSD situation going on. So it's really fascinating that way too. Not that you had the PTSD, but people do. Some people do. Yeah.
Yeah, just recently, within the last just before COVID, when we went camping last time, I read a book, and he talked about Freud back in the 1890s, was working with his patients to find a memory in early childhood that drove their behavior as adults. But he was never able to figure it out because he was using hypnosis, and the medical association outlawed it because bad people were teaching good people how to steal with hypnosis. So you couldn't use it anymore. And so he practiced for a number of years using cocaine on his patients, and that was not a good thing. So he started using it on himself to see if he could do it. Turned out to be a cocaine addict, never did figure it out, and then ended his life in 1939, without figuring it out. And we did it. We did it. We have figured out what drives behavior in adults is an amnesic event in early childhood.
And we did it without hypnosis, without NLP, without EMDR, without EFT. It's not a modality. It's a question and answer process. Right, Vondet?
That's right.
Yeah, absolute delight. Absolute delight. Well, what's Vondet doing these days?
Yeah. You still doing massage?
No, I don't do the hands-on part anymore. Well,
okay.
Of course, during the COVID, I stopped. Prior to that, I was. But I've put most of the things that I offer online. Because, and I'm teaching my clients processes to use so they, families can get together and learn how to take. And my thing is mostly about eliminating pain.
Okay.
And it just brings me such joy because the processes are so simple. And then you can bring the children in, and it's just amazing to watch when the children can do something and work with their parents and take them out of pain. It empowers the child.
Oh, yes, it would.
So I'm doing more of putting all the processes online.
Okay,
so
good. Well, if you have any links or anything, you could pop them in the chat. Maybe if you see the replay or if you can see the chat now, sure, absolutely. So do you have like a website or Teachable?
Yeah, it's my name. It's my name, VondetBrunson.com.
Okay.
And all you have to, like I say, it'll ask for you to apply for. Well, actually, what I do is I offer you a free video download of one of the simple processes.
Oh, nice.
That'll help increase your blood flow and your chi and organs.
Wow.
And it's just part of my intro process. I'll show you 3 different things. So you'll get one day, and then a few days later you'll get another process, and then like the 6th day you'll get another one, so that people who actually have movement. So it'll show you how easy
good
it can be done, and it's just, I don't know, it's just amazing. Like I say,
wow.
when you can watch, like I said, it's so easy. You can teach a child, and you can teach a child in a couple minutes.
That is so cool.
Fabulous.
How generous. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Anya.
Good.
We met at Jesse and Charla's in California. We met at Jesse and Charla's event. Remember?
Yes, that's right. That's what I say in 2012.
Yeah, well, we were married in, I had how many services we've been married, but we had our blessing ceremony in like May of 2011 and got our puppies in 2012. So between that and getting our puppies, yeah, we met you real early on.
Yeah.
We had just stepped in the coaching world, basically.
You're another one of those connections where we were just a mom and pop couple.
Yep.
You know?
Yes.
We started our business what?
May 2012.
May. So yeah, and then
you started May 2012, but you were about, I guess I was one of those people you were.
We started that fall probably.
Yeah, because January 25th was my first session with you.
Yeah, I think we were.
Okay, so we met you in the fall in California.
In October in San Francisco. Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So yeah, what a delight! What a delight!
Yeah,
I'm just
so great to stay
excited to see
connected.
you
Yeah.
again. You know, and to have this reflection is really quite nice. You know.
Yeah. I'm glad
Um,
for what you're doing in the world now. That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Huge.
I was put here to teach, but I liked doing the work. So now I get to do a little bit of both.
Good job.
Good for
I
you.
like that. Well, I'm
Good
glad
for
you're doing
you.
better. Are you doing better health wise then?
Yeah, it comes and goes, but
Okay.
I'm learning lessons. And I
Ooh.
found out that when I go through, it teaches other people lessons too. So I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind because I was told this wasn't going to kill me. It just comes back occasionally.
Okay
But
then.
then I know there's a new lesson for me and then for someone else. So
Yeah,
yeah.
right. Well, we just finished high vibe conversations. High vibe conversation live. So I'll put the link in for you because we just did one on We Have Choice, and John Chapelier was on there, and he talks about the gift of devastation and how much we can learn from our gifts of devastation. So I'm sure you'll enjoy that very much. I'll put that in LinkedIn messaging for you.
Okay.
Very cool. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks
Nice
again.
reconnecting. Thank you.
Yeah.
Happy
Absolutely.
anniversary.
Thank you.
Bye. All right. How are we doing?
Well, we're towards the end of the list. Now, we
Yeah.
already knew that there were some people traveling in areas where it was going to be iffy if they could get on. And so a heartfelt thank you for trying. And you know, life happened and oh, well, nothing's broke and we're moving
There's
on.
always a replay.
And there's always the replay. Yeah. Oh, for you guys that did miss it, type in a comment.
James Kerr
Love to
mentioned he
hear
was
that.
going to miss it, so
Yeah,
hop
yeah.
on
And
replay too.
some more of those thought leaders, people that couldn't make it today, and sent their congrats. Thank you to all of them. And man, we're getting I know I am getting a ton of congratulations for our work anniversary.
Yeah,
on
LinkedIn pops that
Huge.
out. So
Last year it was 300 or 400, and now it's probably could be that again this year. That's very cool. So, yep, we're at the end of our broadcast, and
thank you to everyone who's following us on social media.
yeah, thank you. You know, that has been, Mahan spoke of it. Him and I connected with Todd Churches just after the lockdown in America for the COVID in 2020. And there's just been a lot of people, connect in and do some very innovative things out there. And I try to keep them going. Back in those days, I wrote it down someplace, and that's why I could track it. I'm big on numbers. I love analytics. And I had 1,783 followers on LinkedIn when I started my Thursday What Are You Doing recordings. And I just looked, and it's 57,845 or something like that now. 2.5 years later, 2 years later, it's been amazing, and that means my message is getting out there. And thank you all for following us and our journey, and both on social media and the wonderful friendships. We were teasing Dino earlier about this world tour we would have to go on. We would have to make about 10 countries, 4 or 5 continents to put this all together. Deanie's talked about Argentina and Mexico and Canada, obviously, and a number of places in America, and Nigeria, India,
They're all going, when are you coming?
Sweden, Norway, Germany, France, Belgium. It has been amazing. And we're sitting right here, And for 2 years, it used to be we had our bread and butter speaking from the stage. We go to events, people like my 3 practitioners and my client here that were here, they'd hear us there, hear that message, and talk to us privately, and we'd follow up with a confidential phone call so they could talk more candidly. And that's how we did our business. Like we'd put $1,000 into the expense of going to somewhere in the United States for a conference, and we would make 700-800% return on our investment, 3, 4, 5, 7,000 on some of those. Our last big event was in Las Vegas. We invested 17,000. I brought 4 of my people there.
I'm like, what?
We spoke. We did a.
You did what?
Yeah. We spoke at a very large conference, and we had 80 people in the room.
60. We had 60 people.
Excuse me, 60 people in the room.
And people got locked out because it filled up 10 minutes
it was amazing
before the end, and they were like, but they locked us out.
Yeah.
Did you have a card? You know, like, oh, we'll talk to you when we get back.
Yeah.
So we turned our $17,000 investment into $48,000 in 3 weeks and $68,000 in 2 months, and it's been the gift that keeps on giving, which has been really lovely.
Yeah, some of those people are still in our services in some way. So it has really been a fantastic journey. I'm very happy to be on it with the love of my life and my partner. And it just keeps getting better, and it evolves. Yeah. You know, the consortium division right now is working with very high-end CEO, apex level executives in their companies with a new business model that's people-centric, achievement-based, not goals and timelines-based, achievement-based, which has been just getting started.
Mind. Well, wait,
my
what?
new book
No
on
goals?
Yeah, consortium business model for the 21st century. Linda started interviewing people a few years ago and decided to make a well, you tell.
Well, I made the compilation book that now people come to me for their own books. Yeah.
Yeah.
Book in 30 days, folks.
20-something books later, here she is. You know, she's done 22 herself. Yeah. And it's just been an amazing thing. So this mom and pop operation that started out, we don't do that work very much anymore. But
and when
it just continues to evolve.
Absolutely love it, because there's nothing better than getting people to that just really pure inner peace of who they really are, and then move their business forward. So
yeah, we had a veteran call me late one night and heard about me and talked to me on the phone, and he says, I think I've been told to talk to you because I'm going to end it. I'm done. I have a loaded Glock to my head right now. So if you can't help me, I'm done. And I said, okay, I'm a vet. Let's do something. Secure your vet, make it safe, secure your gun, pull your weapon apart, disengage put the magazine on the floor beside you and put the gun on the other side of you, and come back to me, because we're going to talk right now and we're going to fix this. And 3.5 hours or so later, we fixed it. That gentleman, many years later, not only has no suicidal thoughts continuing, but he has a thriving business, a wonderful marriage, 2 more kids, and no weapons in the house. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's something that is an amazing story, and it really gets you up in the morning. You know, we used to tease each other. I'd love to do a CR process session on Monday morning, because I'm just pumped all week helping somebody find that mystery that they've lost.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them where to go for the website then?
Well, we have evolutionaryhealer.com, has everything we've talked about today. The consortium is there, the books in 30 days. Our vision strategy roadmap is there. It's free. You don't even have to leave your email. You just download it and enjoy it. And if you want more information, there's a way to contact us for a free 15-minute talk on it. Or if you want, you can call us and we can talk about a paid program or whatever at that point. You know, everything we do, yes, we're in this business of consulting and coaching and doing all this stuff, but it's all custom. It's all you. Yeah. What is that you're coming to us with, and how can we help you? And we have a lot of different ways. In fact, we have this beautiful reputation out in the coaching and consulting world. Go see Terry and Linda, because if they don't know, they know who does. And that is heartfelt.
We're connectors.
And we hold that, and we're well connected. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's 10 years for us.
Yeah. And then if you go to lindavetris-nichols.com, there's the clarity session that I do. And then there's the book in 30 days. If you go to the bottom, there's 2 links down there. One takes you to the High Vibe library, and the other one takes you to some of the interviews I've done. And we both have YouTube channels.
Right on. Well, this has been a great ride today. So I was close to tears many times. What beautiful testimonials, and from some wonderful people in the know, successful people taking time out of their day in the middle of a business day to verify and validate us. Beautiful. Linda?
Yep. And I have an Anchor podcast from my heart to yours.
So that's it from Asheville, North Carolina, Evolutionary Healer World Headquarters. From my office here, Linda's office is back around the corner and down the way a little bit.
24/7.
And we just thank you from the bottom of our heart for listening today. And for those of you on the recording, we'll put some links in the comments there for you could, if something resonated with you, you want to talk to us,
in there too, so we can get
please do so. Okay. So thank you very much. And it's been a blessing.